Hi YouTube people, it's been a while since I've made a video and I am back. There's a few reasons for this break besides just normal life chaos. Miles took the SD card out of my computer, which is what I used for these videos, and I have not been able to find it since. So it's floating around somewhere in my house, and my husband just happened to have a different one, so that's what I'm recording on now. But otherwise, yeah. And then with Jade's surgery and my parents being here and all of that, I just didn't get a chance to scour the house and look for it. So now I'm back and I am ready to do some more YouTube videos. Right now with Jade, we have less than 2 weeks left in the Spica Cast, and I am so pumped. I can't wait. I spoke with the doctor, I don't know, a week or two ago, and she told me that she's decided, regardless of where Jade's right hip's at with healing, we are gonna take a break from the Spica Cast and do some physical therapy on that left hip so it doesn't get too stiff, which means we will have a break from Jade being in the Spica Cast, regardless of the outcome, which I'm so excited about because I can't wait to not have to diaper with 4 different kinds of diapers. And I can't wait to snuggle my girl. I can't wait to be able to put pants on her. I can't wait to be able to give her a bath. I mean, this girl has not had a real true bath in, it'll be 3 months. And that's just yuck. That's disgusting. But, so yeah, so January 9th, have the day marked on my calendar in like 10 highlighted colors as the day that we get Jade's cast off. So I am pumped. Yeah. And we still have that, she might still have to have surgery on the right hip, but I'm not even thinking about that until we have to deal with it, if we have to deal with it. So that's just off. Not even in my mind right now. The holidays have came and went. We had lots of holiday parties here at the house since it was really hard to move Jade, and it was great to be able to spend time with family. And Jade did really, really well with all the people in and out, and it was fun. It was a good time. The holidays this year were a little bit different than last year because of other family stuff going on, so we were navigating that too during this holiday season. Miles is doing incredibly well with all of this changes. Feel a little guilty. There's a lot of screen time going on, which I normally try to keep to, I don't know, a decent amount, but with Jade and just me needing some time to not be needed, the screen time's gone up, but we're in survival mode, so that's just the way it's gonna have to be, and I'm not gonna get worried about it at all. So yeah, so if you like to watch these just for the Jade updates, like, that's where we're at. But I'm gonna get a little deeper now. So if that's all you care about, shut the video off now, move on with your day, because it's gonna get real. So one of the other reasons why I think I had to take a break from doing these videos was that I was kind of discussing depression and anxiety when it comes to Jade's diagnosis. And I felt like the last few videos I've just sort of been brushing it off and not really delving into like what I'm feeling or how I'm thinking, or you know, what goes on a day-to-day basis. And a part of that was just because I don't want to be like crying in every video and talking about how much it sucks, because it does suck a lot, but she's still like just a huge light in my life, and I would just want to have a balance, like, and I'm trying to find that balance. And in the last few videos, I think I wasn't feeling balanced, and I really think I was in a pretty deep depression, and I was crying every day, and I couldn't handle it on my own. And before Jade had come, I was seeing a therapist for anxiety, postpartum anxiety, and in order to like set myself up to do well with Jade's birth, I started seeing her before Jade was born, and I probably stopped seeing her right before we got Jade's diagnosis, or right before things started happening with Jade. And I think after Jade's diagnosis, I was just feeling it really, really heavily, so I decided to go back and start seeing her again. And I think I guess I don't want to be seen as like oversharing, whatever that means. But I guess like that stuff happens. Like sometimes life happens and you get in over your head and you don't know what to do, and like if you can't get out, then you need to ask for help. And like that's what I was feeling at the time. Like I couldn't stop being sad, or like just getting, I don't know, everything everywhere reminded me of some downfall of Jade's diagnosis. And so, but regardless of that, like in the last few months, I have learned so much about myself, about different relationships in my life, about the things that I have control over when it comes to stress and anxiety, like the things that I can do to prevent some of that weight of me to be lifted. And honestly, I feel like everybody should go to therapy, and just having outside eyes on your life, if you're open to it, can really help figure out what maybe you're not the greatest at. And we all suck at something. No one's perfect. So it's nice to get different eyes, and then maybe try different things to change those habits that you've gotten into. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been great. I've realized that I have a lot of control over the relationships in my life and what they look like and how they function, all by boundaries and telling people how you feel about certain things, limiting time or things like that. So instead of stressing myself out about trying to be or have this certain relationship with certain people in your life, you can actually just decide for yourself, and it's on them, on how they're going to feel about that. It's made a world of difference with the needs of Jade, and I don't have a lot of time for other people's needs, and that might sound bad, but I just don't have it. I don't have it in me. I can't. I have a hard enough time just meeting my own family's needs, that outside relationships, and if that means that I don't have as many friendships or as many relationships outside my family, so be it. That's what I gotta do to stay alive, like to keep myself sane. So that's what I'm doing. And it keeps changing, and I keep learning things about different situations, and some of it's my fault and some of it And some of it is other people, but it's how I let them affect my life. So I'm working on it. And it'll keep evolving, but it's interesting. I'm really curious. We had something come up on one of the special needs boards that I'm on, and somebody was asking about, like who here sees a therapist, or who, has anxiety, or who, and so many people spoke up, and I thought it was interesting. It's not really something that's normally talked about, but a large amount of the people either suffer from anxiety or depression, and take meds and see a therapist, or there's a lot of people, and it's not something that is talked about when you first get a diagnosis, at least out in public. But it's not something that other people know how to deal with, or maybe even your friends and family, the people you would normally go to for advice, they might not be able to help because they aren't going to understand what it's like. And all people want desperately is for someone to know what it's like to be in their shoes. And when it comes to children that have special needs or a medical diagnosis or whatever, nobody's going to understand that. Even if they have the exact same diagnosis, it might not look the same. It might look completely different. So that's where I'm at. The holidays are good, and I'm ready to get this cast off. Yes. Anyways, I will try to update before the cast comes off. Not really sure if I can get it up anything, or that I even have much to talk about. But if I come up with something, I will do a video. Otherwise, everybody have a fantastic New Year. And I honestly was just excited for Christmas to be over, because it marked the fact that the year was almost over. And I can't wait to say goodbye to 2017. So, everyone have a fantastic New Year. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.